Hi, I thought of doing something different this time, so I'm trying this mini vlog situation with some tips and tricks to make your perfumes last. And I came up with this thought because recently I visited home back in Mumbai. If you know Mumbai, it is extremely hot and humid there, so I always struggle to make my perfumes last whenever I visit. There are multiple factors which lead to it. Usually it's so humid that you sweat so much whenever you spray your perfumes on your skin. Even if it's on your pulse points, it usually just, the sweat just wears it off. So that is one reason. The other reason I found as a very big struggle is I usually travel from an auto rickshaw. So whenever I sit in the auto, the gush of wind blowing on my face, it just wears off my perfume completely. By the time I get off to my destination, my perfume is completely gone. It doesn't matter how expensive or inexpensive your perfume is, it will just wear off if if gushes of wind are blowing on your body like that. So yeah, these were like a few things that I came across. And then one of the most annoying things that I came across as a struggle, and this actually comes from seeing my dad. He also loves wearing perfumes, so I have gifted him like 1 or 2 perfumes which are actually really long lasting, because he always complains that perfumes don't last in India because it's so hot, and it's always a struggle to make them last. So I make sure that whenever I gift him a perfume, first he chooses them himself, of course, but one of the most important parameters is choosing the most long lasting perfumes. But he still complains that they don't last. And the most important thing that I saw as to why they don't last is because the ceiling fan is on. It doesn't really make sense. Guys, don't do that. If the ceiling fan is on full blast, or your AC is on full blast, and you're spraying the atomizer on your skin or on your clothes or wherever on your body, it is not going to latch onto your skin or your clothes. Come on, don't do that. So I have a few tips and tricks for you to make your perfumes last, in case you also struggle with the same situation, being in any hot or humid country that you're from, any hot or humid place that you're from. Maybe this will help make your perfumes last a little longer. Or even if you're dealing with fragrances which you absolutely love and adore, but they don't last as long, you can use a few of these tips to make them last a little longer, I guess. So one of the things that I would suggest you do, and this is what I do personally as well, is, I know people say that you should spray the perfume on your pulse points, which is on your wrists, right here insides of your elbow and behind your ears. So these are kind of your pulse points where you can spray your perfumes to get the maximum longevity out of them and maximum performance out of them. But the problem is, if you sweat, it is not going to last anyway. It's just going to wear off with those beads of sweat, coming off your body. So there is no point. So what you can do is, and this is what I do as well. Yes, I do spray it on my body, like on my pulse points. But what I also do is I spray the perfumes on my clothes. Now, where I spray it is I spray them on my shoulders. So suppose I'm wearing this top, right? So I'll just spray it on my shoulders right here. I'll spray it on the sides of my top, so right here. And I will also spray it around the hair, so around my hair. If this is the perfume that I'm using, you can, I'll just spray 2 sprays right here, a few sprays on the sides of my top or the clothes that I'm wearing, and like a round around my hair, and so that it gets the back of my top as well. So what this does is, when you walk in a room, people will smell you, and what it'll do is it will leave a trail from the sides. So when you walk by, people will smell you from here around the sides, and they will also smell the trail that you leave from your hair. So that is one of the tips for people with longer hair. And if you have shorter hair, or if you are a guy who has you just wear t-shirts or shirts with a collar, what you can do is you can also spray it at the back of your collar. That will also make it last longer. And you can also spray it on the sides of your, like the ends of your collar, on the ends of your collar. So this is spraying onto your clothes, and perfumes latch onto your clothes a little longer than they latch onto your skin, because it's a porous surface. So they latch onto porous surfaces for a longer periods of time, and you'll get maximum performance this way. In addition to spraying your perfumes on your clothes so they linger a while longer, what you can do is you can also put a little bit of Vaseline or petroleum jelly or any kind of body lotion or any unscented lotion on your pulse points, and then spray the perfume on your skin, because that way, once your skin surface is moisturized, the perfume molecules also tend to hold on to your skin a little longer. So this can be another tip. And this is, of course, if you already live in a hot, humid, sticky weather. I completely understand that you might not want to add on to your add on to the oiliness or the stickiness, but this can be your regular body lotions or body creams that you use. So this can you can find a fragrance which can layer well with that. Suppose if you're using a vanilla scented body lotion, you can also pair it with something that goes with that vanilla scent. So for example, this is the body lotion that I use. This is CeraVe's daily moisturizing lotion. So basically, this doesn't really have any fragrance. This is an unscented body lotion. So that's when I use this with any perfume. So I'll just put a pump of this on my hands, and then I will spray my perfume on top of it. It'll just ensure that my perfume lasts a little longer. So this is just one cutesy little tip if you want to use it ever. Another most important tip is, please, when you're spraying your perfumes, ensure that you are not standing near an AC vent or the fan is not blowing onto your head when you're spraying it on. The perfume is never going to last on your skin or your clothes if it never touches it. So please ensure that you are not doing that. Nobody wants that. These perfumes are very expensive in the first place, and when you're spraying it in the air, it'll just dissipate. The molecules just dissipate in the air, never touching your body or your clothes, and it's just not going to last, and you're not going to see any effect of the perfume that you're spraying. So please ensure that you're not doing that. Another tip to make your perfumes last is going to be layering. So this can be, spraying two perfumes that complement each other, or it can also start from, all the way from your shower routine. So basically, if I want to smell like some delicious vanilla, what I'll do is I could already be using a vanilla scented body wash. So that can be my step one of the layering process. Then I layer it with some delicious smelling vanilla body lotion or a body cream or a body yogurt or a body milk. It can be anything that moisturizes your skin. And then on top of that, I can use a vanilla scented body mist. So this is just how I like wearing my perfumes and my body mist. So this is one of my favorites when it comes to a vanilla body mist. This is called Vanilla Skin from Fleur, and this is absolutely stunning, you guys. This smells amazing. It is pure vanilla with some, boozy Madagascar vanilla notes. I really love it. So you can give it a try. But yeah, this is the body mist that I use. And then on top of that, I layer it with my perfume. This is, I think you already know by now, this is a very popular fragrance. This is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. This fragrance is like a cushiony, creamy, cloudy vanilla sponge, and it just layers very well with anything that is vanilla scented. So this will be the last step of my layering routine. And yeah, this is just a suggestion for you to make your perfumes last a little longer. Just a fun fact about this fragrance, I recently gifted this fragrance to one of my friends, and this was back in December when I went back home, and she recently told me that she got a bunch of compliments on this fragrance because it's just so good. It smells like vanilla deliciousness. It's like a vanilla sponge cake with some milky notes, dipped into milk. It's just delicious. You need to try this fragrance if you really love vanilla. One final tip that I have for you, and this, I've just seen people do this sometimes. So perfumes have, they can be like, they're liquids that are transparent, but sometimes the highly concentrated perfumes like extracts, or some perfumes which are older, so like a few months old or a year old or something, they start turning yellowish or orangish. And when you spray the perfume on your clothes, if you hold them very close to your if you hold the atomizer very close to your clothes and you spray it like that, they can sometimes stain your clothes, because they are perfume oils and it does have some color. Even if it looks a little, if it looks transparent, it does have some color, and it just doesn't come off even if you wash those clothes. So just be careful of that. Just hold the atomizer a little far away when you spray it, and that's why you need to ensure that there is no like wind blowing or things like that if you want to spray it properly. So yeah, this is just like an additional tip that I wanted to give you. Those are a few things that I just wanted to share with you. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you do to make your perfumes last longer? If they are not performing well on your skin or on your clothes, what are the tips or tricks that you use? In the comments below, I would love to read through them and actually use them if I'm not already doing it. Also share your experiences with the weather where you stay. If you live in like a hot and humid climate yourself, how do you deal with wearing perfumes or making them last longer, or just ensuring that they perform well throughout the day? I would really I could really use some tips as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to spread those good vibes and beautiful scents wherever you go.